Hey guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a little coloring chat, but I also want to talk about some important stuff. Well, it's important to me anyway, and if you're a subscriber, I just wanted to talk to you specifically. So hang in there for the first few minutes-ish of the video if you don't have time to watch the whole thing. All right, so I'm going to dig right into this. First of all, I'm going to do I'm going to color some more on my Hannah Karlzon spirit animals picture that I'm working on. And if you remember the last time, I didn't really finish the hair because I wasn't happy with the way that it looked. And I'm so sorry if you hear my son yelling in the background. He's talking with Minecraft people. So, okay. If you remember last time, I did not finish the hair because I thought it was too light. So I did finish it up, and I think it looks much better. But that's not the important thing that I wanted to talk to you about. First of all, I wanted to say, if you left me a comment and I didn't respond to you for like a week, for some reason, YouTube put a bunch of the comments that I got on my videos. Let me adjust the camera real quick. YouTube put a bunch of my comments in the held for review file on my Creator Studio app. So I opened it up one day and it just occurred to me, oh, let me see if I have any comments in the held review. And there were dozens of them. So people were leaving me all these lovely comments, and I just felt like I was ignoring you guys because they were there for a week or so. Some of them were, and I didn't respond back. So I just wanted to say that I try my best to respond to everybody, but if I missed you, I am so sorry. And I hope you don't think that I'm gonna ignore you or anything. I love comments, I love feedback, and anything you guys have to say. So I just wanted to get that out in the air, or out in the open. And let's see. Also, a bunch of my newer subscribers don't have channels. They have channels, but they don't have content here on YouTube. So I was going to ask if you have like any other social media art accounts like Instagram, or if you have a Facebook page or something, let me know in the comments so I can go and follow you as well, because I really want to see what everybody is working on. And I have a whole list over here of things that I wanted to say so I don't forget. Also, are you sick of looking at this? Because I can totally work on something else. If you want me to just finish this up by on my own time and get out a different book or something, just let me know in the comments, and I'll kind of gauge it off of the majority, because obviously everybody's going to have different opinions, and you know, you can't please everybody. But like if a bunch more people want me to work on this, keep working on this, then want me to move on, then I'll keep working on this. And I'm so sorry. It's late where I am. It's like 11:30, but I really wanted to get out a video. My little girl's been a little under the weather, and she's asleep and with her dad right now, so that's the only reason I'm able to justify being away from her at the moment. So if I seem a little frazzled, that's probably got a lot to do with it, and a little bit scatterbrained. I haven't had much rest, but I kind of need to have some relaxation time at my coloring desk and my art desk. Let me make sure that I don't have any other things to say. Oh, I wanted to say that a bunch of you left some, what are they called? Requests, excuse me, on in my comment section. I have to go back and see who requested all this, and whenever I fulfill these, I will mention your channel on that particular video. But somebody wanted me to do a skin tone tutorial for this, my newest drawing, you wanted me to do a skin tone video tutorial for this one. So that is noted. And somebody asked me to do a flip through of my newest book, Serene, and I will do that as well. And someone wanted me to do the skin tone of this drawing on a video, and I will do that as well, absolutely. Somebody wanted me to show my finished artwork. I did a flip through of all of my finished coloring pages from 2019, and somebody asked me if I would do all of my finished original art, like not coloring pages from coloring books, but things that I have drawn myself. So I will plan to do that. Somebody asked me if I could do a tutorial on, I can't find the book right now, but I have a Jasmine Beckett Griffith book that how do I explain it? The girl was like, she had a candle next to her, and I managed to do like cast lighting, like where the candle light reflected onto the face. And somebody wanted me to show how I did that, and I will do that. And I believe that is everything. I'm not entirely sure, but if I missed you, let me know in the comment section as well, and I will try my best to get around to all these. I don't know when I'm going to get around to these, but I will try to get around to all of them at some point. And I know I'm not doing anything. I'm not coloring or anything right now. I'm kind of unprepared for this. I spent a bunch of time writing down all of these things that I wanted to say, because I am the worst for forgetting. Whew. All right. So let me get out some colors, my test paper. Oh, sorry guys, I did not mean to go scrambling on you. Let's see. Oh, and two important things first that I wanted to do. So I've been able to meet some very nice people this week, and I wanted to give a special shout out to two of them. And they're, I have a reason. I have my reasons for doing this, but the first one I want to shout out is the Mary Attier. She does junk journaling and other crafts, and she is just such a super, super sweet person, and she does live streams. And if you don't know who this is, I will try to remember to put a link to her channel, but if you just type in the Mary Attier, it'll come up, and she's just the sweetest person, and you'll love watching her streams. They're super relaxing, and she does all kinds of neat things. So go check her out, please. And I also wanted to shout out Sharon Marlowe. Also does live streams, and she is just, her streams are a hoot. I was able to join in on one this week, and she had her whole family up there. It was just the best thing ever. So go check out her channel as well and give her some love. Okay. And I'll try my best to put the links in. I don't know how to do it on my phone yet, but I will try to figure that out. Okay. So now I will actually do some coloring. I am sorry that I haven't done a thing, and we're probably several minutes in. I try not to make you guys just stare at the picture while I'm just talking. And I don't have the technology to do all those neat things people do with their screens. This is just mostly raw footage. But I'm going to do, I think, the leaves and maybe the berries. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how tired I am. One last thing I wanted to mention. Are you guys interested in watching any live streams of mine? I don't have the capability of live streaming on YouTube. Well, not that I know of immediately. I know there are ways, but as of this very moment, I don't really have a way to do it. But I can live stream on Facebook. So if you want, I will post a link to my Facebook page, and you guys can go over there, like the page, and you will get notifications on when I can stream. And I will give a schedule, or not a schedule, but like I'll give you guys a couple of days in advance for when I'll be streaming, so that if you want to watch, you can make it over there. So there's that. And I think I've said everything that I wanted to say, and it was my complete intention to color while I was yammering on about all that, but I apparently cannot do more than one thing at one time. Multitasking is not my friend. So there we go. So let me pick out some colors really quick for these leaves. And I really am sorry, guys, if that was super boring. I am still kind of camera shy. I get nervous, especially if I don't feel prepared for a video. But, you know, it's hard whenever you have things going on in your house that are out of your control. We've been kind of crazy this week. Like, I cannot find a green dark enough to suit me at this moment. I guess I know my Prismacolor pencils, but I'm still learning these Polychromos. Okay. I guess these two will have to do. Nobody's gonna want to stick around for nobody's gonna want to stick around for all of this. All this talking and no coloring. No doing anything. Okay. Let me zoom in, and I promise all of my videos are not going to be like this. I am not going to talk for almost 15 minutes before I do anything in every video. That was just some important things I wanted to get said before I forgot, because like I said, I don't multitask extremely well. So, all right, I think I'm gonna do a layer of green first. So I'm just gonna do these leaves, I think, for right now. This will probably end up taking me longer than I had intended for it to anyway. I'll do the leaves on the other side of the page later. I think I'm just going to do the leaves on this side during this particular chat video, because despite wanting to color so bad, I am so tired from all of the nonsense that's been going on. So we took, Mom and I took my kids out. Our kids. See, listen, I'm so out of it. My mom and I took my kids out to see a movie yesterday. And at the theater, my daughter just kind of laid down. This was like in the middle of the movie. She kind of laid down, next to my mom and fell asleep. And she never does this. She's not a nap. She doesn't nap anymore. And she just, just out of nowhere, just laid down and just was out. And my mom got my attention, and so I felt of her, and she was extremely warm. So we left and took her home. When I got home, I took her temperature, and it wasn't too high. It was 99.6, I believe. So, it's January, things are going around, and I wasn't incredibly worried about anything major at that point. So, she wasn't acting like she felt too awfully bad. So, I just gave her some juice and got her some chicken soup, and, just said, well, we're going to hunker down here until you're better. Well, later on that night, her fever spiked higher. It got up to 102. So I gave her some Tylenol so she could rest, and then proceeded to spend the entire night awake, checking her every, half an hour. I may have dozed here and there, but I do not sleep well when my kids are sick. I don't know. I probably worry a little too much, but that's just me. When they're sick, I don't rest. So the next morning I felt of her, and she was burning up. Burning up. So I think I did fall asleep, because it was the next morning that I I remember dozing off and then waking up and feeling of her, and she was burning up. So I called her pediatrician, and their walk-in was going on at that. This was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and they have a walk-in clinic at that time. So I decided to just take her there and have her looked at and checked just to be sure. And there, her fever had gotten up to 104. So we waited for the doctor to come in. In the meantime, they tested her for the flu, which came back negative, by the way. So praise God for that. But she's been not herself today. We got home. She said she was hungry, so I fixed her some soup. She ate 2 bites of it and then said she was full. So she went into my room, and I tucked her in bed, and I gave her something to watch, and I came back in to check on her 10 minutes later, and she was asleep. And she slept literally all day long. And, I just worried about my baby girl, and our church has a ladies' Facebook group, and they do prayer chain on that. So I got on there and asked for prayer, and one of the ladies, to be nice, to prepare me, not to scare me or anything, but told me that her son had tested positive for the flu after he had tested negative on a previous visit. So, which, I'm thankful, give me any information that I can get to better care for my kids. But, I was so elated that she tested negative for the flu. And, you know, that's gonna knock you down a couple of pegs when you find out, no, I mean, yeah, it's not likely that the test is going to be wrong, but it can happen. And so, and with the way she's been acting, I mean, I wouldn't, like, I don't want to speak bad over it or anything. I guess it's just me being a realist. You know, people get sick and people get the flu, and it happens. We live in an imperfect world right now. But, you know, I've been praying over her all day and making her drink so much liquid and watching her temperature. I've been checking it on and off every 15 minutes or so, maybe even every 20 minutes if I feel like, you know, I can get away with it. But that's not while she was sleeping, though. I mean, I let her sleep and just kept a check on her with my, you know, hands to make sure she wasn't getting too hot. But poor thing, she's just been so pitiful all day long. And my little girl is not that, you know, she is not mopey. She's not easily, she doesn't get down easily. You know, she's a spunky little thing. And yeah, it's hard to see them when they're not well. It kills you, really, because then you feel helpless. You know, you feel like all you want to do is just take it away from them. And the best you can do is just be with them and comfort them and treat them as best you can. I mean, even these days, you know, they say there's not a whole lot you can do for it. I mean, the best you can do is encourage fluids and give Tylenol and make them rest. Give cold compresses if it gets too high, and do things to cool them off. But I haven't gotten any rest or break or anything. And my husband finally talked me into, you know, chilling out and taking a little bit of a breather. I mean, she's sleeping, and he said he would go in there and sit with her while I did this. So, because if he hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be able to make a video. I'd be getting up every 15 minutes to go in there and check on her. You guys would get so frustrated because every 15 minutes I'd be saying, "Excuse me, I'll be back." Which, you know, that's going to be reality at some point for me. I might have to go a week or two without making a video of things. Well, maybe not a week or two, but, you know, if circumstances in my life don't allow it. And my kiddos definitely come first, so. I'm going to keep these leaves pretty simple. I feel like I need a break from this picture. And I'm so sorry, you guys, if you hear that background noise. I will try my best to not I will try my best for my videos to not be like this. It's just my son's in there in my bedroom where my computer is, and he's chatting with his friends, his Minecraft friends online, and He hasn't been able to go in there all day because my daughter was sleeping in there, and my my husband he went in there and disinfected everything and whatnot so that my son could have some time to hang out. And it's a little late for him to be up, but I mean, tomorrow's Saturday, and the circumstances of the day weren't his fault, so we told him he could stay up a little later. He's 11, so he can start having that whole staying up late on Friday night sometimes. It's a nice privilege. All right, I'm gonna take this red and shade. And I probably sound really draggy, and I do apologize for that. I'm super tired. Like I said, I'm probably gonna just do these leaves, but I feel better having done something. I still have to do my sketch. I've sketched or drawn something, at least something, every single day this year. And that's the longest I've ever been sketching every day. I'm just determined, like, even if I'm sick as a dog, if all I do is just draw an eyeball really quick, I feel like I've done something, you know, just to kind of keep, like, I'm not saying I'm sick now, but like if I get sick and, you know, if I wake up long enough to just draw, you know, one of those quick little trees or a bird or something, because I really want to improve my drawing skills this year. I was getting good last year, and then my motivation just tanked. He is chattering away in there. I don't even know if you can hear him. Oh, so what are you guys up to? What are you working on right now? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I'm serious about that too. Let me know in the comments if you have like an Instagram, or if you have your art posted anywhere. Let me know so I can go follow you. If I'm part of the of that particular social media network, I would love to. I would love to see what you got going on. I love just seeing what people are working on. You know, it's not all about me. You gotta care about your community and what they're doing and reach out to them. At least that's the way I believe. This orange was kind of a fly by the seat of your pants decision. I was just thinking maybe it would be pretty. I don't know if there are actually leaves like this, but so what if they're not? This is a coloring book. It's my coloring book. Well, I bought it. Technically it's Hannah Karlzon's coloring book, but I bought it. And I don't think, as Miss Dee Dee Willingham says, Hannah Karlzon is not going to email you. and tell you you're coloring her leaves wrong. I love Dee Dee. Ah, she's so funny. Okay. Now going back in with the green. And you know, I think I'm gonna stick with, I'm not gonna do the pine green. I'm gonna stick with the, I haven't even told you guys the colors I've been using. Chrome oxide green, earth green yellowish, cadmium orange, and here comes the rain. Middle, I can't see because of the glare, middle cadmium red. That one's that one. Okay. So, going back in with the chrome oxide green, and we're gonna kind of darken this area up. I'm starting to get quiet, so I can tell I'm getting tired. And when I get tired, guys, I repeat myself a lot. So I'm sorry if this particular video has been less than thrilling, but I just really wanted to get all that said so that I wouldn't forget. I'm worried so that I will get into the coloring and then I'll forget to say what I want to say. I mean, what I had intended to say. Like, I don't have a problem coming up with things to chatter about. But, and I say a lot. Oh, I'm going to break that habit. That I'm making that a New Year's resolution, even though January is mostly over. January is my practice month. But I will stop saying That's gonna get on y'all's nerves. I think this is gonna be a last pass through with this green. If I do decide to put this one aside for a few, I think I might pull out the pop manga, the girl with the trees on her head. That one's in my, that work in progress is in my finished pages flip through a few videos back if you're interested. Excuse me. But it's the pop manga book by Camille something. I can't remember her name right now. I'm doing good to remember my own name, you guys. But I love that book. And I mean, if you're in the coloring community, I know you probably already know it anyway. It's been around for a few years. But I think I might try to tackle that one. Just because I think I need a change of scenery, unless you guys, like an overwhelming number of you just want me to finish this picture here. And it's a double page spread, so take that into account too. Like if you want me to just finish the girl side and not worry about the lemur, like I'll do him on my own time. If you want to see me finish up the girl, I don't have that much left of her to do anyway, just this part of the twigs and the glasses and the earrings and the rest of the scarf. That's mainly all I have left to do on her. And the only thing I've done on the other side is the lemur has a ribbon around his neck, and I haven't, that's the only thing I've done. In hindsight, I made her eyes green. I wish I had made them like a golden yellow, because I think since this book is called Spirit Animals, I want, like, it's mostly girls with animals. And I got the idea that I would make the girls have the same eye color as the animals they're with. And I actually got that idea from, I got that idea. I don't know if I got that idea before or after I watched one of Dee Dee's latest streams, but she got a gorgeous book. I can't remember the name of it. It's another book similar to this with ladies and animals. And Grazio something. Oh my gosh, my brain. But Dee Dee was coloring one of the pictures in it, and she said it would be cool if the lady had the same eye color as her animal with her. And it was a lady with an owl. And it was really neat the way that it turned out. So I can't remember if I got that idea before or after I saw that video, but if I did get it after I saw that video, then I got that idea from Dee Dee, which I get a lot of ideas from Dee Dee, so yeah. But that's okay. Oh, the point I was trying to make is I think lemurs have these pretty golden eyes, so I thought it would be cool if the lemur and the girl both had golden eyes, but it's too late. I already colored her eyes green, so I think the lemur is going to be a fantasy lemur and have green eyes. And I don't know. I don't know if any kind of lemurs have green eyes, but this one's gonna, because his lady has green eyes. How's it looking on camera? Can you guys see? It's not as, there you go. It's not, the light's reflecting a little much. Let me see if I can fix that. Turn it away. There we go. That's a little bit better. Do y'all like that better? Tell me in the comments if you like that better. I like that better. But you're the one that has to look at it. I'm going to see the same thing regardless. Okay. Now we're going to do a little pass with the earth green yellowish. And blend it into the darker green. And then also blend it into the orange. And I think that's gonna look good there. I'm so thankful for a husband that's willing to take on a sick child just to give me a break. I know that daddies seem to be, like in this day, in this era, I think a lot of daddies seem to be a lot more involved in the raising of the kids, young children, than they used to. And I'm not saying I didn't live back in the day, but and I'm not saying that no daddies ever were involved in their kids, but it just seems like as a general rule, it was the mom's job to do all of the hard stuff, like taking care of sickness and what have you. And we seem to be living in a day and age where daddies are stepping up, and you know, that's awesome. And I'm just very fortunate to be married to one of those daddies that has stepped up from day one. I mean, he's been in the trenches with me ever, you know, since we had kids, so to speak. He's changed all the dirty diapers and cleaned up all the mess from sicknesses, and makes park trips and playground trips, and oh my gosh, that child is so loud in there. I'm gonna tell him to pipe down. Okay. But yeah. So I'm very fortunate that I married a man that is willing to do all those things. And that probably did nothing. He's gonna get right into talking loud again. He's a forgetful little dude, especially when he's excited. Yep, there he goes again. Oh, this chair squeaks so much. I'm sorry if I've not been a good conversationalist this evening. I think I'm gonna call it a night after I do these last few leaves in this color. I can't even talk. These Polychromos seem to hold their tip so much longer than Prismacolor. Like, I've already done a layer of this color, and now I'm doing another layer of this color, and I haven't had to sharpen it once. That is crazy. And I know Prismacolor, it's because of the softness of the core and everything, but you know, these are still layering and blending beautifully, and I can definitely see why people like these better. I've never given up my Prismas though. I love my Prismas. I will always want to use my Prismas, but I do like these Polychromos a lot. I will definitely be keeping these and buying replacements when I run out, and keep the full set on hand, because that is just, they're gorgeous pencils. Okay. Oh, all right. Brighten up this side a little bit. And I haven't decided, but I may bring that orange tip down a little bit more. Make it pop a little bit more. But I don't know yet. I've got to think about that. Okay. So there are the leaves. I'm going to zoom out so you can see. And again, do you want me to do the lemur on camera? He looks a little scary. As in scary to color. I don't do a lot of animals. Ooh, just kidding. I did the nose too. But, okay. So, if you want me to do this whole thing on camera, or if you want me to just do the girl on camera, or if you're tired of looking at this one and want me to just do it on my own time and put it on Instagram or something and do the picture in the pop manga, let me know what you think. And I will get around to those requests. I will, what else was I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to go to bed right after this. But, oh yeah, I was going to remind you about Facebook. If you want to see me Facebook live stream, put it in the comments. I will link my Facebook page on this video in the description box of this video, and you can click on it and go over to my Facebook page, like it, so that you will get a notification. Then I will put out a date or something ahead of time for when I'll do a live stream, and you guys can watch me do a live stream over there until I can get to the point where I can do them over here at YouTube. Don't forget to check out, there I go again. Don't forget to check out Sharon Marlowe and the Mariotier. Okay? Check them out. They're awesome. And I'm going to call it quits, you guys, for this evening. I will be back again with another video. I don't know if my next one will be a color and chat or a drawing or sketching. It just depends on what I can do at that particular moment. I will also be taking care of these requests, and my collab partner, I have not forgotten about you either. We will be doing that collab. So in the meantime, you guys have a wonderful week. God bless. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And until next time, God bless. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye.